All right, good morning everyone. Thanks for joining me for another video. So today we are out on Lake Cayuga up in upstate New York. You know, a few weeks ago I was thinking I got to give it one more shot. Can't let winter get upon us, which is quickly approaching. Couldn't let it get upon us without coming up here one more time for these awesome lake trout. So today we're going to keep it real simple. We're going to set up a troll with planer boards, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to set up with the M2 Silver Clown on the Salmon Candy Wonder Bread tree, and then we're going to go with the Gatorade colored and UV, one of my favorite flatfish up here, another M2, and then one downrigger with the UV flasher fly on it with the Spin Doctor. So I'm going to get set up and we'll see what we could do today. Limited time today, only have a few hours before I have to head back, but hopefully we'll get on some fish and we'll see what happens. So stay tuned. All right, we got lines out. So what we're trying to do is right to the shoreline side of us, it's about 25-30 feet, and there's a significant drop off to this side. So it drops down, you know, 50-60 feet as we cross that drop area. Now on this side we have the 4 colors because it'll run a little bit deeper. 4 colors will run about 20 feet. 3 colors around 15. We have the flasher fly set at about 15 depth, and we're about 45 feet behind the boat. Now when we approach up here, it's going to slowly start to decrease in depth, and that should put us very close to where we want to be, which is about 5 feet off bottom on each side. The 4 colors is going to be cutting it close once we get into that 25-foot range, but it's okay because we want to be as close to bottom as possible. Even if we're banging that flatfish off the bottom, it's okay. It shouldn't get snagged. We might catch some weeds or some moss, but that's okay as long as it doesn't get to be too much where they won't hit it. They still will hit it if there's some moss on it. I'm not too worried about it. But this 3 color will be perfect for that range, and that's what we saw when we were out here yesterday, is that the 3 color seems to be where they're at, and the depth is they're pushing in, you know, to feed, getting closer to that shoreline. That 3 color seems to be right where we're at, so we're going to keep at it here. Hopefully we'll hook up, and I'll come back on once we get something going on. Catch you in a minute. All right, we got our first hit on 4 colors. As soon as we started pushing into that little less depth, we came out of that 30-35 feet, and we got up into that 25 to 30 foot range. He hit it, and we'll see what we got when we get the once we get the planer board in. So the wind today, it looks like it's coming out of the southeast a little bit, so we are rolling a little bit. It isn't windy at all, but that's a whole lot of water even with a few mile-an-hour wind. But I do like the fact that the wind is coming in toward us here on the west side, because I feel like it's going to push the fish up toward us and put them into that feeding pattern up on this shoreline. And hopefully that is the case today. It seems, you know, we only been out here probably 10-15 minutes with lines in the water, and we're already fish on, so good sign. Oh yeah, he's definitely on there. You can see the pole. I feel that head shake now. All right, we should be getting close here to our leader. I see the tree. All right, I'm gonna have to grab the net here in a second. Grab the net. Try to bring them up on this side. Not as much going on. Oh yeah, that's a good fish. That's a real good fish. All right, there we go. That's a beauty. That's a good one. That is a good fish. He's probably close to 10 pounds. I'm not going to weigh him, but that's beauty. Beautiful fish. Look at that guy. All right, let's get him back. There he goes. Beautiful. Awesome. We got fish on here. Let's see. All right, so this is 3 colors. As soon as we get into that 25-foot range, he came up and grabbed it. I heard the drag go out. And we're gonna shrink our track here just a little bit. I'm not gonna go down as far. We'll run this line down to where we got that first one, and then we'll turn around and go right back at it. Seems like right in this area here, we set a waypoint, and we'll see what we can come up with as far as a track for the day. I think we definitely found the fish, that's for sure. I should be able to feel this guy a little bit more. This is a downrigger rod. It's a little less heavy than the other one that I have the 4 colors on. All right, let's see if he's still on there. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to pop that flasher fly off, and we're going to go with just a straight flatfish on the downrigger as well, and see if the action of the lure and the profile is what they're after, because I haven't seen anything with any. Oh yeah, he's on there, definitely on there. I haven't seen anything even close to that flasher or that spin doctor. Oh yeah, he's definitely on there. Head shaking like crazy. And we got a hit over here now. We're doubled up. We are doubled up. All right, let's get the net. At least this time I got the net snapped in. It wasn't snapped in all the way last time, and it was spinning. I put the net in the water and it spun. This is the smaller guy. A little smaller, still a nice fish though. Just another beauty. He's probably about 5 pounds, I'd say. Good fish. Let's get him back. There he goes. We had something hit us, either that or I caught some weeds on the 3-color. It was just a quick pull, so it's leading me to believe that we hit a little bit of a weed bed. I don't want to be dragging too much weeds, too many. When we get down to that area where we seem to have a good mark on some fish, so I'm going to bring it in just to make sure it's clean. Now the difference on this line than the silver, which we caught our first one on the silver, I went ahead and I put some bloody tuna scent on the flatfish on this side, and this is the side that we caught our last fish on, and we now spun around, we're headed back, and we had another hit. So maybe the scent is making a difference. We'll see. If we get another hit on scent, I'll scent over the silver as well. Yeah, I don't feel anything on here, so I'm thinking we might have cropped up on some weeds. So we are running right up that slope. So on this side, you know, we're at 19 feet. On that side, we may be 25, 30 feet over on that planer board. That's probably 60 feet off the boat. That's why we're getting away with the 4 colors, which is, you know, the 20-foot depth. It'll give us about 20 feet. Yep, good call on that one. They're not going to hit that, that's for sure. All right, let's clean it up and get it back out there. When I set these poles in the pole holder, what I like to do is I'll set the drag so that if there's any pull on it, it goes out. Now that's just a little bit too loose, so we don't want the waves to pull it, but we do want a strike. Now with the clicker on, what that allows me to do is not sit here and look directly into the sun the whole day when we're headed away from the sun. I'll hear the hit go, so when a fish hits it, we'll hear that little click go out, and that'll alert me to look at the pole. That way I don't have to sit here continually looking at the reflection of the sun in the water, because it will affect your eyes, that's for sure. All right, there we go. This is a good hit right here. That is a good hit. That's a really good hit. All right, I got to get us. He's just going. I might have to neutral this guy. He is ripping it off. All right. Let's see what we can come up with here. He riddled it. Seems like these fish might have moved up just a little bit. Yeah, this feels like a good fish here. Yeah, I can feel him on there the whole way. Oh yeah, yeah. He's got some weight, this guy. This might be the fish of the day. Let's see what happens here. Definitely the best hit. I'm going to say the best hit of the weekend for sure. I don't feel it much now. He must be coming right at us. Oh no, there he is. All right, so he's showing me he's still on there. So we were a few hundred yards down from where we have had most of our action over the whole weekend. So these fish might have just moved down just that little bit. A couple hundred yards made the difference. About the same depth. We were in that 25-foot range. He's headed over toward that other line, which I really don't like. We're about 100 out. Once we get in beyond the other planer board, things are a lot nicer. He's not done yet. I can't really see what's going on here. This is the sun. Oh yeah, that's a good fish. That's a good fish. He is not happy. He's way far behind the boat. Might get off. Oh yeah, that's a good fish. That's a good fish. All right, let's bring him in and see what we got here. Oh yeah, that's a beauty. Look at that guy. All right, looks like he's about 8 pounds, 10 ounces. So that's just a really nice Laker. That's a beauty. Look at that guy. All right, let's get him back. So one of the real interesting things this weekend is we didn't catch one fish on either downrigger. So everything has been on planer board. So that just goes to show that you do not need, you know, fancy downriggers to catch lake trout. One of the very effective ways to get on the lake trout is lead core. Fairly inexpensive. You know, you can get a good setup of lead core for, geez, probably about 150 bucks on each end, including the lead core. You know, whatever presentation you're going to use, you have to put a little bit into that. But overall, just an inexpensive or less expensive way to get on lake trout, especially in the spring and fall. So in the spring and fall, these guys are in. You know, you're in this 25, 30 foot of water, and it's a little bit easier to get access to them. Now, summer months, you know, barring you don't have downriggers, dipsy divers, another good way, or just good old-fashioned trolling weights can get you down there. But this weekend, for sure, we've seen the lead core presentations definitely outfish the downriggers, and we put pretty much everything on the downriggers. We did spoons, we did flasher fly, we did just the flatfish, and we just did not, I don't think I had one strike. I might have had one bump on downrigger. Other than that, it's been all lead core with the tree. One of the things that I do like about lead core, when you couple it with the planer board, is that you get your presentation away from the boat. There's a lot of times that those fish just do not want that because you just passed over them. Whether you scattered them with the motor or they're just kind of boat shy, the planer board, being that you're off the boat that 100 feet, it gives the opportunity for the bait to not be seen basically underneath the boat. Where with the downrigger, your focus is right here. Planer board puts you out away from the boat, and sometimes it makes the difference. So stick with us. We're kind of running up against it here. We're going to have to call it pretty soon, but it's been a fantastic weekend. Caught a good amount of fish. I'd say we probably boated, I don't know, maybe 10 to 15 lake trout, all good size. That last one over 8 pounds. Fantastic fish, and it was well worth coming up to get that last taste of these guys before this lake freezes over, and we can't come up here for the winter in the boat. But looking forward to that spring bite. We have a lot of fishing to do still until the winter sets in, but hopefully you guys will stick with us. Hopefully you'll hit that like, hopefully you'll hit that subscribe. Appreciate all the support on the channel. Appreciate you guys coming out here and coming fishing with me and spending time watching my videos. So stick around. We're going to finish up. Hopefully we'll get one more before we get in, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. All right, that's about it. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna get in, get loaded up, start headed home. Appreciate you guys watching all these videos. Hope you enjoyed this one. This was a lot of fun this weekend. Caught a bunch of fish and really had a good time. We had two good days. The first day was a little rough. We pretty much used that time to find the fish, and I think we did a pretty good job of that. But thanks again for watching the videos. Hope you guys will hit that like. Hope you'll hit that subscribe. And I will see you guys soon out on the water.